Hello everyone, welcome back. In my previous game I played against Wello 1969. It was the Chebanenko Slav, as you can see, and
Game started.
it was very interesting. And if you want to see more details, feel free to look at my previous game. Now we are playing against peksi, and he played knight c3 on the first move. Let's go d5. Asking him some questions here. e4. I believe d4 is a logical move now. Yeah. e5. So we have some sort of reversed opening. How can I try to exploit it? Let's go knight f6, inducing some d3, and then maybe knight c6, possibly preparing some knight a5, exchanging this bishop. a3 is logical. Yeah. And now, okay, let's just develop. I don't see any reason why not. Play castle. I think white's plan is to play f4, so the idea of bishop e6 is very logical. This way, if he takes and plays f4 later on, I can capture. Yeah, so now I need to find a good place for my pieces. Not sure. Go queen d7 for now. Maybe knight e8 later on. Our goal is to cross 2500 before moving back to the 3-minute pool. Yeah, f4 is a bit annoying. Let's go knight g4. Trying to prepare knight e3. Yeah, this is a smart move. I actually missed it. Go knight e3, fe with tempo. And it's actually very interesting. Knight e3, fe, fe, rook f1, rook f1, queen e1, knight c2, knight takes a1 later. I'm liking it. I really want to try and see where it lands us. Might be losing, but who knows. Bishop takes c4 followed by b5 also makes sense. Then he will play h3. I don't see a win. Okay. So I used more or less a minute on this move. I wonder how it will turn out.
Check.
He has to go queen e1 probably. And then after the exchange he will try to trap my knight. And if he gets it, he will have two pieces against my rook and two pawns. Okay, knight e5 might be a threat. Let's prevent it like this. Knight g5 is also an idea for him, but I'll just go knight d8 at some point. So if I get knight c2 back, I will be just ahead by quite a lot of material. Rook and two pawns for a piece. He should hurry up and prove his compensation. Let's go knight d8 now. Yeah, doesn't feel like he has anything, any direct way to prove his advantage. Yeah. I'm enjoying my position here. I have only 2 minutes and 19 seconds, so I better start focusing more on the moves. So let's see, bishop g5. Any threat? e5 is hanging. Oh, but I see a nice combination here at the end. I think it works. He takes rook f6 and if knight e5, knight e3. With a double threat of rook f1 mate and the queen here. So I think he will fall for it. Okay. I don't see how he can prevent simplifications of the position or losing a lot of material. So let's see, knight g3 makes sense. Then I can play even queen a4, or just move the queen anywhere. Queen d6. And taking on g4 also makes sense. Trying to trap. I'm not sure. Okay, I'll go with queen d6, trying to attack both of these. Now queen g5 makes sense. And then h6. Here also g6. Then this rook is hanging. Not sure how to punish him. Okay, just go knight f7. Yeah, he should probably take. And then maybe queen f4 is interesting. With queen f1 mate idea. The next move. Seems like it should be very close to lost. Knight g4 I can take. Okay, this is logical. g6 perhaps. I can just take on c4. And then play d3. If e5 he wouldn't be able to stop my promotion. Seems like black should be winning. He got the pawn back, but one of the two pawns is still a pawn down and an exchange down, and my position is just overwhelming. Now I have to find the best way. I think knight takes e5 is logical, and also queen c5, d2 as well. Everything is tempting. Knight takes e5. Okay. Knight e5, d2. I don't see a way for him to stop my pawn. Okay, I hope I'm not wrong. Queen e5 I take in d2. 37 seconds. It took me a lot longer than it should have, but I hope it's going to worth it. Because if I'm right, the game should be essentially over. Okay. Feel free to comment about the sound quality now that I have my new mic. I can make it a little bit better even, but then the mic will have to appear in the screen, which is something that I find less
White
aesthetic.
resigns.
Yeah, white resigned. So knight e5 turned out to be a worthy investment of my time to find the most precise way. What I was calculating is that if it takes, I have d2, and now any queen e8 check business isn't working. And after this move, queen to d1, I can probably just take here and play this position. I didn't calculate further, but I assumed it should be simpler than the one I had before. Let's have a quick look at the game on the computer. Okay, so up to this point, I'm sure computer prefers black. White was wasting some time. I guess knight f6 immediately was more accurate to prevent bishop c4. Yeah, and I hope you can see here below the board the computer evaluation and the moves. Yeah. Okay, so knight a6. No. Okay, so it's more or less equals plus. A little bit more convenient for black, but the structure is like a typical King's Indian reversed, somewhat like it. So I don't really trust the computer. White is going to have quite a decent counterplay. Might be even practically easier to play with white. Now this combination with knight g4 was very interesting. I think it was a good choice. And after f5, this knight e3 tactic was quite interesting. The reason I didn't take on c4, knight c4, b5 is because I didn't like my position after h3. And computer points out that instead of h3 has even knight g3. And decent position, but this, for some
Check.
reason, computer prefers white. Yeah, this is what I thought. Queen back to d1 instead of queen g3. And then after knight a1, just develop the knight to f3, move the bishop and take the knight, and probably the two pieces might be in white's favor. Yeah, so my evaluation of this combination was wrong. I should have just equalized or be a little bit more pleasant with bishop takes c4 here.
Check.
Yeah, queen g3 was a blunder simply because my knight is going back to c2 and he cannot prevent it. And he's just going to be an exchange down and he has to prove something, and apparently there is no proof in the position if black plays correctly. So far seems like I have. Yeah, I've been very precise. Yeah, knight f7. Yeah, knight takes c5, so more or less extremely precise, I would say, if I have to be honest. Yeah, it's amazing how inconfident I was and how much time I took for each move and almost lost on time, but in the end it seems very, very swift with all these correct moves. Yeah, here knight takes c5, and as I mentioned, if knight takes c5, d2, queen d1, and now even better than queen takes e5, which allows queen d2, which is also winning for me after queen c5, queen c4, but even stronger and much more aesthetic in my view is queen d4 check. Let me demonstrate it. Queen d4 check,
Check.
king h1, and now queen e3. And that just ends the game on the spot. Threatening queen e1, and if he goes knight f3, I will sacrifice the rook. And if he goes knight e2, which is the other obvious move, then rook f2 will finish the game. Probably also queen takes e5 is just winning, but rook f2 just ends it on the spot. So again, another decent game. I believe we are on a winning streak of 11 games so far. Not so bad. And let's hope we can maintain it and try to cross 2500 as fast as possible. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you learned something from this video. And if you want to learn some more, then keep watching the next videos.